All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the American Mates. Today we're going to be doing top 10 U19 Wonderkids ranking. Mason, if you want to start us off.
All right. If you've watched any of our top 10 videos so far, you know I'm a man that likes honorable mentions, so I'm going to start there with a couple. Just because there's so many great U19 Wonder Kids around the world, I gotta give some props to some guys that aren't making the list. Want to mention here Ryan from Vasco da Gama, Jarrell Hato on Chelsea. Forgive me if I butcher this, but Konstantinos Karestas on Genk. Endrick, because despite the way things have gone, I still think there's a player there. And Miles Lewis Skelly, who is not making my top 10. I think he's a little overrated. That being said, let's crack into it. At number 10, I have the one and only Pau Cubarsi from Barcelona. I know he's not in his best form. He's only 18, though. We saw what he's capable of. Now's maybe not his best time, but I still have very high hopes for him. It's like I said in one of our earlier videos about Dean Huijsen, it's like you hardly even see a center back that plays before he's like 23, 24 anyway. So the fact that he even plays in
That's
itself is
low.
pretty impressive. Yeah,
That's
honestly.
low for you as a Barca fan. I'm
It
shocked.
it is. It is. But I've got some good names on here.
All
So
right, let's hear.
number 9 is one that maybe not a lot of people have or appreciate. I've got Saeed El Mala from Cologne. I think he doesn't have as good a supporting cast as a lot of other Wonder Kids do, and in spite of that, he gets a goal contribution every 82 minutes he plays in the Bundesliga. He just came up from the third division. I've talked about him briefly in another video as well. He's a winger. He's big. He's fast. He's good. Um, yeah, I think he's underrated. He probably won't make a lot of people's lists, but I think he's worth looking into for sure. He recently got called up to Germany as well. I think he's going through injury right now though. Nothing serious, just like a couple of muscle issues or something, but yeah, great player. 19 years old. I think he's got a lot of potential. Coming in at number 8. Now, before I say this guy, I want to say here that this is kind of a consideration of things that have happened mixed with potential and a little bit of current form. So it's I had a lot of what will you call it, rules and standards for my list. And considering all those things, now might not be his best time. Public opinion is here or there on him. I've got Kobe Mainu from Manchester United. He's still only 19 years old. We've seen what he's capable of when he gets the time. Regardless of what he does in training or what Ruben Amorim thinks of him right now, I still think there's a great player there. He's shown brilliant, brilliant potential, and I think he's a really good player. Similar player, or similar position at least, playing for my favorite team, FC Porto. At number 7, I have the one and only Victor Froholt. He's on a tear this year. He's a Danish center mid. You watch the games, he's everywhere. He tracks back, he wins the ball, he dribbles forward. Joey's representing right now. Come on. I also have a jersey somewhere. Yeah, he's honestly been probably one of, if not our best player this year. He's everywhere on the field. He does it all. He runs the whole 90 minutes. Like all the Port fans after every game, they're always like, Holt's still running somewhere because he's got an endless motor, endless engine. He's good on the ball. He's good off the ball. Um, I think the only spot where I could see him like developing a little more is just like on the ball a little bit, like some of his passing and stuff. But other than that, he's still a really great player. Sometimes, depending who you ask, underrated, but people will know
What do
in
you think
due
his
time.
ceiling is?
I mean, he's so young that like it's borderline limitless, man. But I think he's got loads of potential. It's tough for me to say, but I could definitely see him
Mhm.
like making it in the Prem. He's pretty physical. He's not afraid to get in the mix. He's
Mhm.
he can still put on muscle and get stronger. So I could definitely see him being on a prem team for sure and
Mhm.
competing and
I
playing
feel like
well.
I mean, you're the Ports fan. You watch him week in and week out, and I watch Porto as much as I can, but obviously watch more of Benfica. I feel like
Right.
when I do see him play, he reminds me of like a Conor Gallagher.
Ooh, interesting comp.
Is that is
I
that
kind
a
of see
bad
that.
thing or a good thing?
I no, I think it's a good thing. I think teams can use guys like Conor Gallagher, like just all over the pitch, running around. It's like I don't know. I see flashes of both of them. I mean, it's not like they're you don't look at both of those guys and you're like this guy's like a Spanish technical magician.
Right.
Like I don't know.
No,
He's
yeah.
got a good work rate and he wins the ball back. He's available.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty on those traits you said. I'd say that's pretty accurate. He also one thing I didn't mention too is like he wins the ball a lot in like forward positions too. Like we generate a lot of attacks because he'll just press the shit out of the other team and like win the ball in the attacking third and like put in a good cross. I feel like he's just got a really good mind for it. He's always kind of in the right spot where you need him to be. Which
Mm-hmm.
for a guy that young, who knows what he could do. Number
Solid
6.
take.
I've got another Primeira Liga player here. This time not from Porto, but from Ethan and Joey's Sporting. I have Giovanni Kenda, the winger. He's great. He's like a Rafael Leao regen. He's just pacey. He can dribble. He can shoot. He can pass. Great player. He's definitely going to be getting called up to the Portuguese national team soon, and he'll probably be there for the World Cup. A great guy. Uh, not great guy, great player. Is he 19 or is he 18?
18.
18. So yeah, he's only 18 and he's another guy who I could see making a big move in the not so distant future. Number 5. This is where we get into the little more proven players in my opinion. We got Warren Zaire Emery from PSG. I know he doesn't start every single week in and week out, but plays a lot and really good. We've seen what he can do. I feel like not too much needs to be said about him for me, but I've got him at number 5. I think I don't know if he'll. I mean, he's not one that I could say is like gonna get a big move, but the fact that he's 19 and plays consistently for PSG, who just won the Champions League and are one of the biggest clubs in the world, I feel like that in itself tells you all you need to know. Um, yeah, baller. Number 4. This is kind of a more recent appearance. I feel like he kind of started popping up this season. I have Lennart Karl on Bayern Munich. He's been balling. I don't know what his role is going to look like when Jamal Musiala gets back, but in the meantime, he's been a great fit playing in the middle and uh he scored in like most of the Champions League games he's played in. He's been playing really well this year. I saw comps of him being the German Messi, which is like kind of crazy, but he's legit.
Could be.
And,
He's
and
I mean, yeah. When you watch them play,
yeah,
Yeah.
he
they play pretty similar.
he's even younger. He's like 17, right?
17.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He ripped
crazy.
right through Sporting's defense like 20 times.
Yeah,
It looked like Sporting weren't even there.
yeah,
Made them
exactly.
look like
It's crazy. And Bayern Munich's like arguably the best team in the world right now, and he plays for them consistently at 17 years old, which is crazy. And he's one of the better players at that. Like, just kind of insane. Yeah, another one where I feel like the sky's the limit. He's definitely going to be one to watch for years to come. Number 3, got my very own Chelsea's Estevao. Great player, great wonder kid. He's young. He does it in the Prem, which most people will agree is the hardest league in the world. He the only thing that I'd say to be desired right now is a little more consistency, but he's young. He just came from Brazil. He's a baller. You see the flashes of brilliance pretty much week in and week out. He's not afraid to take guys on, dribble right at people, even though he's young. He's one of our best creators. Just tears down the wing constantly, creates goals, creates chances. Pretty much what you could ask for. Number two, my personal favorite on this list, the one and only Rodrigo Mora from Porto. He's one of those guys where he can do it all, man. He plays a plethora of positions. He can play in the middle, he can play in the wing, he can play false nine. I think people are starting to acknowledge him more. I don't want to say he's like so underrated, but I still don't think he gets rated highly enough. I feel like he'll definitely be a consistent starter for Portugal in the not so distant future. He's a game changer. He's not afraid to put a team on his back. We saw that last year with Porto. Things weren't going so well, and he would just take over games constantly. He makes goals out of nothing. He's so amazing to watch on the ball. He like this year especially, you don't see him as much on the score sheet as last year, but I'm telling you, as someone who watches every week, if you watch the Porto games, the stuff he does with the ball, he just creates chance after chance. He dribbles around guys left and right, grown men. He's whipping in crosses. He takes long shots. He plays with like the confidence of Cristiano Ronaldo at 17 and 18 years old, and it's well deserved confidence because he plays really well. And he's also already starting to come a long way. Like last year, it was you could see the ability and the potential, but there was like coming into this season, he didn't start as much, and there was a little bit of controversy with that at the beginning of the year. Kind of had faith that things would pan out and he would be a starter, and lo and behold, he is one now. He's back to his starting position, but he's come a long way with his like decision making and stuff, and you can see it when you watch the games. He knows a little more when to dribble, when to pass, when to shoot, and he's already getting a much better feel for the game. So I am convinced he's up there with the best Wonder Kids in the world, even not just U19, like U21, U23, U22, which we're not talking about right now, but in general, I think he's up there for sure. I think he's underrated in the grand scheme of things, and keep an eye on him because the big clubs are after him, and it's well deserved. And last but not least, we have the one and only Lamine Yamal from Barcelona. I was debating, like not putting him on here because some people don't consider him a wonder kid. But at the end of the day, he is 18 years old. Arguably one of the best players in the world. Arguably the best player in the world, depending who you ask. Maybe not right now on form, but in general, 18 years old and arguably one of the best. Pretty consistently great. One of the best dribblers in the world. I mean, we all know Lamine Yamal. I don't really need to go on and on about him, but arguably one of the best wonder kids of all time. Not arguably, definitely one of the best wonder kids of all time, and magician on the ball, lovely to watch. And this year he's got the stats to back it up even more so than last year. He's getting goals and assists left and right. Great player for Spain, great player for Barca. I love the way he plays, and number one for a reason.
Yep, tough to argue that one. I don't mind going second here.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, so I just want to say this list is based on what I think their ceiling is. So it's based off what I have seen.
I did the same for my list. I did the ceiling.
Yeah, so it's a mix of everything. Performances, what I've seen, and what I genuinely think would be a top 10 player in the world, or in their position, I'd say, because top 10 is up there. At number 10, I do have Net. I think this guy is genuinely a generational left back. It's unfortunate that Portugal has Nuno Mendes, but I do think this guy by the end of this year will be starting for Benfica, and I think the world will know who Net is.
Wow.
I think he's the best left back to ever come through Benfica's academy. And Benfica is kind of lacking there right now with Samuel Dahl. One week he looks like Roberto Carlos. The next he looks like me. So I don't really know. But I do think Net is a generational left back, and I do think that he could make a big money move in the next coming years, and I reckon he starts for Benfica before the end of this season.
The best left back to come out of Benfica.
Yeah, like from the academy. I think so. I think he's that. What I saw in the U17 World Cup, he's that good. I genuinely have very high hopes for him.
Well, Fabio Quintero played for Real Madrid, so I don't know.
I know Fabio Quintero was good. It's tough, but I do think Jose Nets is the real deal. Moving on, though, at number 9, I do have Rio and Gamoa. From what I've seen, I think this guy is absolutely world class. I don't know how on earth Liverpool, who has been playing like shit the past couple months, doesn't let this guy go out there and play. I think I think he could contribute right now for Liverpool. I think he's their best 1v1 player. And I do genuinely think, I mean, they subbed him on for like 10 minutes and he scored against Newcastle away. And then like he's barely seen the field since. Honestly, I don't even know why Chelsea let him go. That's kind of what makes me the most mad.
When don't we let guys go?
I know.
Story of our lives, man.
They can have him.
He's good, man. He's really good. I think he'll be considered one of the best wingers in the world in the next years. At number 8, I do also have Warren Zaire-Emery. I think versatility. He can play central. He's been playing fullback a lot more recently. But overall, just really good on the ball, really good work rate. He's featured in this PSG team for a few years now already. And how old is he? Like 19?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a stud. I think if you see PSG potentially let go of a guy like Fabian Ruiz, I think he retains or gets his starting job back. I mean, Vitinha and João Neves are just all three of them, and Fabian Ruiz. They're all world class, so it is tough for him to get in that team. But I think when he goes in, he plays well and he does his role, and that kind of is why PSG won the Champions League. They're just such a deep squad. At number 7, I have Luka Vuskovic, the Croatian center back on Tottenham that is on loan at Hamburg right now. I think this guy has the potential to be as good, if not better, than Josko Gvardiol. I do think he is probably the second best U19 center back. Not a lot of people are talking about him because he plays for Spurs and he's on loan at Hamburg, but he is starting to feature in Croatia's national team, senior team, and he starts for them. I think, honestly, World Cup 2026 could be one of those tournaments where you're sitting there and you're watching this guy play and you're like, who is this? And then you realize that Tottenham signed a stud. At number 6, I also have Lennart Karl. From what I've seen recently, this guy's amazing. I love the way he plays. He does kind of play like Messi, and I just like watching him dribble, and he's been pretty consistent in the Champions League. I know easy to stand out in the Bundesliga sometimes, but when he's playing against other leagues, other competitions in the Champions League, I've liked what I've seen so far. At number 5, I have Mastantuono from Real Madrid. I think he's the future of the Argentinian national team. He was starting for Real Madrid at the beginning of the year. I think he may have picked up an injury or something, and he hasn't been featuring as much. But overall, I liked what I saw from him at the Club World Cup, and then kind of just watching him at River Plate every now and then. I think he has the potential to be class, and he's another one. He could have a breakout tournament at the World Cup because, I mean, he could start for Argentina. You never know. Number 4, I do still have Kubarsi. I don't support Barcelona, but watching him play, I think he could go down probably as one of the best ball-playing center backs ever, just with his distribution and ability to kind of pass out of the back. His defending can get better, but I think that'll obviously come with time. I mean, like Mason said, the kid's only, 18 still?
Yeah. 18, yeah.
And he's been starting for Barca now for, I think this is like his 3rd year in a row, 4th year? No, 3rd year, surely. Um, yeah, because 16, 17, and now 18. So, yeah, I remember watching him a couple years ago, and I think he was 16 at the time against Victor Osimhen, who was in his Napoli prime at that point, and he like completely shut him down. So, goes to show, I think the potential's there, and I still think he's a top 10 U19 wonder kid. Number 3, I have Rodrigo Mora. He is an absolute joy to watch. Sad he's on Porto, not on Benfica. But yeah, not much to be said there. I think he's Portugal's best prospect right now. I honestly think he's miles clear of Kenda, who I think is a little bit overrated, but I won't get into that.
Guy overrated.
He's better than any
think he's that
player
good.
Benfica has coming up through their academy. I can assure you that.
He's not better than Jose Net, guy.
He's not.
Are you
He's not better than
serious?
Jose.
One gets called up for Portugal, one plays for the U17 team.
Well, one's 17 and one's 18. What do you expect?
That's only a year difference,
When
guys.
Kendo was 17, he was already a first-team player at Sporting.
Yep. And so is Jose Net is 17 right now, and he's a first-team player.
He's not, though.
Kenda, let's not forget, Kenda missed a penalty in the U21 Euro. Jose Net won the U17 World Cup.
Right.
But anyways, on to the next tier. Number 2, Chelsea's own Esteva.
Yeah.
Steven.
Steven.
Absolute. Another one. Joy to watch. For him to be doing this right away in the Prem. I do think there is still room for improvement, which is the scary thing. Because I watch him play, and you can tell his lack of experience at times when he's losing the ball and he dribbles too much. But over time, I mean, this guy's 18, taking penalties for Brazil with Vini Jr., Rodrigo, Mateus Cunha. All those guys were on the pitch, and Estevao was taking a penalty. I think this guy's the future, miles ahead of Hendrick, but no need to do that either. And then number 1, I'm going to keep it nice and short because I don't like him, Lamine Yamal. And that concludes the list.
The goat.
All right, I'll go next. And I also did a similar thing on ceiling. I did not include Lamine Yamal because he's already one of the best players in the world, so
Valid.
it's just a waste of a wonder kid. Number 10, I have Pau Kubarsi. I don't really like this guy. I don't really think he's that good. I think he blows, but
He blows, but
plays a
he's
lot.
10.
I think he's good on the ball, but I think he's just not a good defender.
That is crazy.
Number 9.
Oh, God.
I know we're
Number
about to
9.
get weird.
Yep, number 9. None of you have ever heard of this guy. Ennett Eichhorn. 16 years old. He plays for Hertha Berlin. He made his debut this season. He is being already watched by PSG, Man City, Arsenal, Bayern.
Is that the guy whose transfer value just went up to like 20 million this past week?
Yep, because
Okay.
he scored in the league for Hertha Berlin. He's a CDM. Literally, if you look him up, the first video that comes up is the German Busquets, and I think he's
Should be
honestly
the German Tyler Morton.
he's not he's not better, like well, not better, but like he's a little bit different than Busquets. I would say he's more like from what I've watched, he presses a lot and he presses hard. He's really good at timing his tackles, really good anticipation. Then also he's just really tidy on the ball. I think this guy's ceiling is absolutely high. I could see him going to Bayern, replacing maybe Kimmich or Goretzka, sitting in that hole, being one of the best midfielders in the world. Number 8, I also have Warren Zaire-Emery. I think obviously he started at 16 for PSG. Then he had I don't know if it was an ACL tear or a broken leg. He had an injury that took him out for like a year and a half, basically. Now he's just coming back. He can play pretty much anywhere on the pitch. He can play anywhere in the back line, left back, right back, center back. He can play anywhere in the middle. Yeah, he's just an all-around player, and I think PSG, like Sam said, if they get rid of Fabian Ruiz, or even they rotate a lot. I mean, this year Warren Jeremy is playing a lot more, so I think within the season, I think he'll probably be a starter for them and be recognized as one of the best midfielders in the league, if not the world. Number 7, I have another Ligue 1 player, Ayoub Bouadi on Lille.
Good one.
Ayub.
This guy is pretty similar to Warren Zaire-Emery. He's also basically, since the day he turned 16, he's been starting every single game for Lille for the past 2 seasons. A lot of clubs want him. I could see him going to a team like Man City if Rodri ever never gets healthy. Bring this guy in; he'll be a perfect replacement. He's not as big, like he is little, but he's kind of like Thiago Alcantara, like very tidy on the ball, very good passing. Like, again, this is based on ceiling. I think his ceiling is the absolute top of the world, honestly. I would love for this guy to play at Man United, but that's not the case. Number 6, I have Franco Mastantuono. I think, yeah, he's been playing. He started the season at Real Madrid. Not starting now, but I think that's just due to injury, and also Rodrigo is coming back, and Rodrigo has scored in his past 2 games, so it's kind of, got to play the hot hand for now. But like Sam said, he's going to the World Cup. I could see him either starting or even coming off the bench. I think he'll be exciting to watch. I think he might be a good shout for young player of the tournament at the World Cup, especially if he gets a couple goals. But I think this guy's absolute magic, dribbling, shooting. Number 5, I have another wild card. I have Konstantinos Kareitsas on Genk.
5, huh?
Yeah, he's another guy. He's been playing since he was 16. He just recently made the switch to Greece instead of Belgium. But I think a lot of teams obviously have this guy on the radar. I follow Genk pretty much every week. I try to. I don't always watch them play, but I look at the score, and this guy's always putting a good performance, getting a goal, getting an assist. He plays pretty much, but he plays either wing, number 10. Can probably play as an 8 too if you wanted him to, but definitely one guy to look out for. I think this guy's going to be playing in a top 6 Prem side soon.
What do you think
Hopefully.
his player comp is? Like, if you had to pick somebody.
It's tough because he's not like Yamal, or like he's not like I feel like he's not like the wingers nowadays, where not nowadays, but like the young wingers that are like really good at dribbling, like Estevao, as I said, Yamal, Mastantuono, Leonard Carl. He's not like that. He just is like he's almost like Mo Salah. Like, he's just like efficient. Like, he can get into positions. He has really good technique. Has really good crosses. Really good at shooting. Like, I would say his not his player comp, like what he plays like right now, but what he could be like, I would say, is Mohamed Salah, like that type of player. Number 4,
Solid.
I have Estevao on Chelsea. Obviously, I rate this guy a lot. I think this guy should play like every game. I don't understand why. I know he does sometimes give away the ball cheaply, but I sometimes question why sometimes he comes off so early. This guy's like so good. I feel like when Chelsea obviously they're doing good right now, but they've had their struggles with form sometimes, and I feel like when you have this guy in the field, he makes everything happen. So, number 3, I've put his compatriot, who is not playing much this season, Endrick. From what I've seen in the past, this guy is phenomenal. I think this guy's player comp is literally Ronaldo Nazario. Like, he's big. I know he's not tall, but he's big, stocky. He can dribble. He has a rocket of a shot. I think if Endrick leaves on loan, I think he'll tear up whatever. If he leaves on loan and like actually plays a decent amount, I think he'll tear up whatever league he goes to. If it's Lyon, I think he'll tear up the French league, no problem. Number 2, I have Leonard Carl. like everyone else said, this guy's like the German Messi. He tears through defenses. He plays like he's a vet, even though he's 17. I recently saw a post saying that he had a trial at Real Madrid when he was 10. The reason it didn't happen was just because of contract details and stuff like that, or agent. I don't know, something weird. But this guy's definitely one next up. I could see him if he continues on with his good season. Could definitely win the Golden Boy. But yeah, he's my number 2. The number 1, I have Rodrigo Mora. Um, again,
Whoa.
he has what I call the intangibles. He has stuff that you can't coach, and you can't also just like see, like you can't like pin down. Like he's good at dribbling, he has good decision making, he can score, he can assist. Like I don't know, everything about him. It's like I'm watching. Honestly, it might sound blasphemous, but it's like I'm watching a young Ronaldo or a young Quaresma. Like everything they do is just magic, and yeah, I think this guy could be the best player in the world, especially if he joins a high level team, winning Champions Leagues, could win the Ballon d'Or. But yeah, Rodrigo Mora
I love
is
it.
my number 1 wonder kid.
Great shout. If I
Good
didn't have
list.
Lamine, he would have been my number 1 too. I love it.
All right, so my list, I also did include Yamin Lamal, obviously because it's a regular starter. He's already been nominated for a Ballon d'Or, so don't need to include him on a list of wonder kids. But so number 10, I have Victor Froholt. Mason's already kind of said enough about him. He's got an engine on him. He definitely can be one of probably one of the better, not better, but one of the best midfielders in the world. I haven't seen enough of him personally, but from what I've heard, what I've seen, like clips of him, definitely an underrated signing from Porto. I wish Sporting would have pulled the trigger, but
Dude, him and Hjulman could have had the Danish connection, bro.
hey, honestly, them two in the World Cup, I'd watch out for Denmark.
It's true.
Midfield for the
Good
future.
pairing.
At number 9, Joey will like this one. I have Keith Smith.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
From what I've seen from this guy, I think this guy, if you like, personally, if you guys think about how good Wesley Schneider was when he almost won the Ballon d'Or, I think this guy can be better than Wesley Schneider. Like prime Wesley Schneider, this guy can definitely be better. He's bigger. Honestly, he's a big dude that moves like he's like Messi. Not Messi, but it's honestly he dribbles kind of like Pogba with that power and that speed. Personally, that's what I see from him. They'll probably get some more game time from AZ, hopefully, because I feel like
I feel like he doesn't play as much as he should.
Yeah, definitely doesn't play as much as he should.
Dude, we have to play Piers Coop Miners guy. He's next up too.
What do you mean we?
Easy out.
So he's an easy Alkmaar Ultra. You didn't know?
All right, I'll go put on my Keith Smith jersey.
Well, I told the guy in the comments that you were a Sporting fan. In the next episode, you show up in a Port jersey.
Yeah, because I have to rep Froholt. He came from Copenhagen.
Plus, those pink jerseys are clean.
Yeah, the pink.
They are. They are fire.
At number 8, I have Karaitsis. I've only seen him honestly play for Greece, and I feel like he just kind of gets them going. Like he just personally, I feel like he's the guy that kind of like, I know they have like Ioannidis and Pavlidis, but he's the guy that kind of like makes it happen for him. He's again 18 years old. He's already made his debut for the Greek national team. He already has, I think, 2 goals. So I think the ceiling for him, if he finally leaves the Belgian league, I know Benfica and Sporting were linked with him. He can find the way out of the Belgian league. I know some guys don't end up leaving the Belgian league, but if this guy can finally get out, I think he'll be definitely amongst the best like center attacking midfielders or wingers in the world. At number 7, I have my very own Giovanni Kenda. Again, I don't think this guy is going to make it as a winger. I think he's better utilized as like a right wing back in Ruben Amorim's system. I don't know how he's going to fit into the Chelsea team when he comes, but I kind of wish United bought him so Ruben can use him as that right wing back. But again,
forget about that sometimes. That Chelsea bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need
I don't know where he's going to play.
We just buy everyone, man. We've got a bunch of wonder kids on the way.
I actually don't know where he's going to play.
Guy, he's better than Garnacho, that's for sure.
Garnacho just scored twice.
He just bagged 2 in the cup.
Well, what do you want him to do? Not score?
That's what he did on Man United. He would score against the shitters.
Oh, we got Gittins.
The guy blows too.
Yeah. We don't need Gittins anymore. I've seen enough.
You guys are getting a mega. I don't know if he's coming in the winter or the summer.
That guy is going to stink, bro.
Yeah, he is.
I've seen him play in Ligue 1. I don't know why on earth we signed that guy.
It'd be like Tierno Berry.
Well, the lap stinks, so
we're in shambles.
No, Mega's gonna have a Nicholas Jackson performance. He's gonna score 4 goals in 1 game.
We need Samu, bro. But Ethan, continue with your list.
Also, just to finish off with Giovanni Kenda, when he first burst on, I think this guy was, from what I saw, probably the best player I've seen come from Sporting, get into the team and just dominate. Like, I know we had Gyökeres, but he was probably our second best player that whole year. At number 6, I have Vendrick. I know he doesn't get the game time as much as at Real Madrid because he's sitting behind Mbappe, but I think there's still a player there. I think if he goes out on loan, like Joey said, he'll just absolutely dominate. Like, yeah, just a rocket of a shot. Like he scored I don't remember what game it was, but I remember he scored, like picked it up from midfield, dribbled, and just had a rocket. And yeah, honestly, I do see shades of R9 in him. But I think he just needs the game time to kind of get himself going.
Okay.
At number 5, this one no one had. I'm kind of surprised no one had this one. I have Seni Meilulu from PSG.
Forgot about him.
It's a shout.
I forgot about him.
Yeah. He's versatile.
Again, he stepped in for Ousmane Dembele when he was injured. And to play a guy like this, also bagged in the Champions League final. I know it was 5-1, but he still bagged in the Champions League final. To play this guy instead of a striker that you paid £60 million for, that says something. He's been their regular starter in the league, and I think whenever Ousmane Dembele finally leaves PSG, I think this guy is the new Ousmane Dembele.
Dembele.
That hey.
I think Meilulu is that good.
What do you think his best position is? This false 9 that he's been playing?
I think it's the false 9. It's been working. He's been not scoring a lot, but 2 goals, 2 assists for a guy that's 19 years old. I know it's the French league, but still, he plays in the Champions League as well. So
he should never be starting over Gonçalo Ramos, man.
Well, obviously, he just performed. He's been performing better than him. So
I don't think he has, though.
Obviously, he has. He started every single game.
Free Ramos.
It's because Meilulu plays with Pint.
That's the way you need to do it, bro. Play with that enthusiasm.
Gonçalo Ramos plays with his Pint after the game, not during the game.
If you want to see Gonçalo Ramos highlights, go look up Gonçalo Ramos leaks, and you'll see his best highlights from this season.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The show's
number 4, I have Mastantuono. From what I've seen from him at River Plate, again, I think this guy can be, I'm not going to say as good as Messi because I'm going to get crucified, but I think this guy can be one of the best, probably on par with Di Maria, maybe a little better than Di Maria. But I think if Rodrigo finally, if he goes, this guy I think is ready to take over that position. Not much more I need to say
I
about him.
think I was the only one that didn't put him, but I think that was my Barca bias. He is nasty. I kind of just blocked him out mentally.
Is Mastantuano better than Di Maria?
Already?
At this current moment, no, but I think he could be.
You don't think he's
He
better?
could be, yeah.
You don't think he's better than current Di Maria?
Oh,
All right, well,
yeah,
current Di
current Di
Maria, come
Maria.
on.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say all time.
No. Baby.
At number 3, I have Rodrigo Mora.
Yeah.
Constant theme in this list. It's not Portuguese bias. You just have to watch it. This guy sent Boavista into bankruptcy. Put him in the 8th division.
He did. He really did.
And yeah, I think it's tough for him to get on the Portugal team now, but I think this summer is going to be when he will finally get his chance again. Just great on the ball. Probably one of the better young players I've seen on the ball. I hate to say it because he plays for Pooth, but I just can't. I just can't bash him because he's.
I mean, yeah.
He's nasty.
Dude, Joey's over here looking at something.
I'm just thinking about Rodrigo Mora.
Yeah, he's a great player. He makes me geek when I think of him too. Yeah, exactly. And he's got flow.
He's filthy.
At number 2, I have Leonard Carl. At this current moment, maybe Bayern Munich's best player. I think he's better out on the wing. Just better taking on guys one-on-one. And also you can fit in Jamal Musiala in the team. Well, he's finally back now. So I think the two of them together will be something probably on par with Robin and Ribéry.
These two idiots.
I feel like I'm back in school, bro. I just see Joey laughing. It's making me want to laugh. But I'm listening to Ethan. I agree. Leonard Carl's the real deal. I feel like I definitely see that.
And then number 1, I have Chelsea's very own Esteval. I think this guy can be. I think this guy's going to be better than Neymar. I'll say it. He's going to be better than Neymar.
Oh.
Esteval,
He's already in the Prem. He's already not performing like Neymar, but he's doing things in the right direction that can get him into the conversation of being better than Neymar. Personally, I think he'll be better than Endrick too, just because where he's at right now. And if he stays at Chelsea, he doesn't leave for the money. Maybe go to Saudi. He just stays at Chelsea for his whole career. I think he'll be better than Neymar.
Imagine he pulls an Oscar and just leaves when he's like,
I hope not.
22.
He's too good, bro.
He's gonna leave for a year, make a bank, and then come back. I think Enzo Maresca just needs to give the keys to the kingdom to Esteval and say, I think he needs to give him the Aston Villa Jack Grealish treatment and say, do whatever the hell you want, because
I think he's trying to keep him humble. He kind of
but
has rip him off the pitch agenda, but
that's what I'm saying. But it's like, I think a guy like that just needs to play. Not saying you need to give him Ronaldo treatment where you never take him off the pitch and you start him every game, but I feel like taking him off early is just a waste. It's like,
yeah,
I don't know.
He loses his head a little bit sometimes too. Yeah, and Neto's been balling as well.
Yeah,
could always play Neto on the left though, and Esteban on the right. We got a lot of options.
We do. We definitely do. Let's wait for Misha to come back, bro.
Benfica's trying to sign him.
They should.
You guys can have him.
Dude, he would rip the Portuguese league.
Honestly, we should play Raheem Sterling on the left.
Sterling, bro.
He's still on the team.
Are you kidding me?
He might be training in Cobham, but yeah, he's still a Chelsea player.
Hi, him and the Saucy. They practice together.
Bro, Disasi got cooked in a U21s match. I don't know if you guys saw
Wait, he
that.
plays for the U21s?
Yeah, he's been
I
playing
thought he
for the
just trained
U21s.
with them. I didn't know he
No,
played.
no, and he got cooked by this PSG wonder kid Huzni or whatever his name is.
Oh my gosh.
Should have put him on the
Cooked,
list.
absolutely cooked. He's class. All right, everyone. Well, this concludes another episode of the American Mates. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and we'll see you again next week. Peace.
Bye.